Okay, this is another print, and we're going to zoom in here, like hold the camera close, and you can see that there are two of the same item printing standing up. You can assist the printer by orientating the print in such a way that it prints better. This will print better than laying each of the parts flat to the print surface. Many times people will print and the surface looks like crap, and they try to figure out how to change the printer to improve on that, when in reality all you have to do is have a basic printer, no direct drive. You can see that for yourself. This is your standard run-of-the-mill hot end. Its only job is to take filament from over here, have the extruder pull it from the spool, push it down a Bowden tube. A Bowden tube is there because this is a moving head. If you start adding a bunch of weight and added, fans and stuff that seriously doesn't actually improve the quality of the print. In fact, it may cause problems because of that extra weight. This is super lightweight. This is all that is needed to get filament from over here to the bed. This is it, right here. It's kind of hard to believe that all you need is filament going through a heat sink, which keeps it cool, keeps it rigid until it gets to the heat block right there and is pushed out the nozzle. That's it. It doesn't take anything to do that, to get the filament to be molten enough, liquid enough, soft enough to be troweled down to the layer below it. It's called FDM printing. You don't need a bunch of crap up here, around here, or all of that to improve on what actually works. I know it's hard to believe, but there it is. It doesn't need an electronic gizmo here, a gadget. You don't need the CRT, BLT with lettuce. You just need this, a simple old school tramming tool, and use the MHT, manual human tramming. Okay, it's manually done. Okay, this is the plastic extruder that came with the printer 5.5 years ago. That body does not need to be changed just because that lever breaks. There's too many recommendations that you have to change the entire thing, and then you start having problems that this extruder will never have. That body, as it is, will never have the problems that an aftermarket metal extruder seems to always have. You don't see anybody complaining about the plastic body of the original extruder. If that arm cracks, just, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just change the lever. It's like $3, takes 5 minutes, and you can print for another 5 years. Okay, let's turn this off. So basically, this is just a basic standard printer, and I don't have anything against enhancing it, making it better, but I've never seen a print come off an enhanced printer that is improved on what it can already do. Okay, you can see that for yourself. It's already printing. It's doing it right now. I mean, this is going to be great when it ends up. There won't be any lines or gaps or anything when this is completed. We're going to take a quick look now at the controller. Take a look at that. It's a non-heated bed. That's another advantage. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason that can be done because of this setup. A non-heated bed. What more could you want than that? You don't have to deal with the heating or cooling just to get the print off of the print surface. We got standard springs. These came with the printer. You can see it for yourself. Nothing's been added. Nothing's been changed. The E steps again are at 93 because that came with the printer. The lever can be an aftermarket. Just change the lever. It's one screw right there. Takes 5 minutes. You can start printing within minutes. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what users seem to do because someone suggests to do this when you can look at the results and it's way worse than this extruder will ever potentially do. Again, it's amazing what people will fall for. It's a white Bowden tube. The blue tube has a smaller inside diameter, which causes added friction around that curve, which adds to the problems. It just adds up. It's just one thing adds to another. This is how the printer was designed. This is how it prints, and it has always printed. So much easier to troubleshoot anything because there's only like 3 things to look for. 1, 2, 3. That's it. So it's so much simpler than what other people have. All this crap hanging all over this hot end when you know for a fact you can't shut off gravity, you can't shut off momentum. This thing is moving all the time. The less that's sitting here, the easier it is to print. They always say less is more. It's proven right here. Okay, so I just wanted to show that to you, that this is how all my Ender 3s are set up exactly the same. So if I have a larger print that I've split up, I can print each part on a different printer at the same time and save me printing time in a day. It's basic physics. So this here is almost done. You can see it's really pretty looking. I don't know if I could get this close enough to see, but you can see the added little details right here. The same thing on this side. No reason for it not to be. All right. I think that's it. Happy printing. I'm just trying to show you what works. And again, not to say anything against, trying to reinvent the wheel, but I've never seen a print come off a reinvented printer that is any better than this. I'm not making this shit up. All right. Happy printing.